Okay, so we have another problem, that is project employees 1. In this problem, we have two tables. One is project table, which has two columns, project ID and employee ID. And in the employees table, we have three columns, employee ID, name and experience years. So we need to write an SQL query that reports the average experience years of all the employees for each project, rounded to 2 digits. Okay, so we have project table, which has project ID 1, and it has three employees, 1, 2, and 3. The employee ID 1 is named Khalid, which has 3 years of experience. Employee ID 2, Ali, has 2 years of experience. Employee ID 3, John, has 1 year of experience. So the sum of the experience of years will be 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. And the total number of employees working on a project is 3. So the answer would be 6 divided by 2 by 3. 6 divided by 3, which we will get 2 as an answer. So the average year will be 2. And for project ID 2, we have 2 employees, 1 and 4. And the experience of 1 is 3 and the experience of 4 is 2. So the total will be 3 plus 2, 5. And 5 divided by 2, the total number of rows will be 2. So 5 divided by 2 will be 2.5. Okay. So to solve this problem, we can simply do one thing, that select the data from both the tables, that is select from employee as E, join project as P, join employee as E on what are the common columns from both the tables is employee ID. So employee ID from the project table is the foreign key, whereas the employee ID from the employee table is the primary key. So we'll join both the columns on the basis of the employee ID on P dot employee ID equals to E dot employee ID. Now we need to fetch the data, that is the project ID and the number of and the experience of years. We just need to get these two columns only. So we will simply select P dot project ID, comma E dot experience years. So let's see if we are getting the data or not. Okay, so we are getting the data, project ID and the experience years. Now what we need to do is simply group the data and aggregate the number of experience and simply divide it. So let's see, group by P dot project ID, and we will simply do one thing here. We will simply sum the number of experience of years and we will simply divide it by the number of time the project ID is repeated. So we have 3 rows of project ID 1, so we will simply divide it by 3. So we will simply count the project ID, that is P dot project ID. Okay, now we will simply alias this column as average years. So let's see if it is working now. Okay, so the solution is accepted. Now let's submit it. Okay, so we are getting a wrong answer here because the data is not rounded up to 2 digits. So we will simply use the round function here and round it up to 2 decimal places. I hope it gets submitted now. Yeah, it is accepted. Okay.